This is breaking news.
Foul trouble plagues UConn men's basketball as it drops second straight game in Maui, 73-72, to Colorado. Lahaina, Hawaii. For the second day in a row, the UConn men's basketball team was stunned, leaving the Lahaina Civic Center. Plagued by foul trouble and poor defense, the Huskies fell to 0-2 in the Maui Invitational, with a 73-72 loss in the final seconds against Colorado. Ironically, there was another offensive rebound that swung the game against the Huskies in crunch time. Colorado freshman Trevor Baskin pulled down on the arm of Liam McNeely to rebound a missed three-pointer with 24 seconds left, the Buffaloes down by 1. Coach Tad Boyle called a timeout and drew up the eventual game-winning layup for Andrei Jakimovsky, which fell through the net with 8 seconds to go. UConn had 5 seconds after a timeout, but Hassan Diarra's mid-range attempt to win the game hit off the rim and landed out of bounds at the final buzzer. The Buffaloes, 5-1, rushed to celebrate on the court, and the reigning back-to-back national champion Huskies were upset for the second day in a row. It was the first time the program suffered consecutive losses since January 2023. "I just think we're all shocked. We're all stunned," Coach Dan Hurley said as he walked to the team bus. "With the run that we've been on and how well we've played, the games are playing out way differently for us, and we've got to be incredibly strong mentally right now and keep investing in the group. We really needed to be able to gut out these last 2 games here as we're trying to find ourselves. It's definitely knocked us on our ass." Hurley earned a technical foul in Monday's overtime loss to Memphis after McNeely secured a late offensive rebound, but was whistled for an over-the-back foul, sending the Tigers to the free throw line for the eventual game-winning points. When the similar play happened on Tuesday, this time without a foul called, again hurting the Huskies, associate head coach Kimani Young rushed off the bench to prevent Hurley from earning another technical. Dan Hurley explains costly technical foul, more from UConn's overtime loss in Maui Invitational. "It has a big impact, obviously, on the game. If it's called an over-the-back, we go to the free throw line at that point, and maybe we're shooting a 1-and-1. I didn't even know what the foul situation was at the time," Hurley said. "It just speaks to how these last 2 days have gone for us. That Monday, the biggest play of the game was an over-the-back that was called against us, and then, Tuesday, it was more egregious. Baskin pulled Liam's arm down. I saw the replay of it. It's ironic, but that's not why. Our defense has just been so dreadful out here." UConn was without centers Samson Johnson and Taris Reed Jr., who battled foul trouble all game long and each fouled out in the final 5 minutes. The foul trouble wasn't limited to the center position, however, as the Huskies drew 22 whistles and sent Colorado to the free throw line for 28 attempts. Defensively, we weren't there. We weren't in the right spots, and they got a lot of open shots that we couldn't prevent. I think just focused on the defensive end. That's the big goal for us the rest of the season, said Solo Ball, who scored 10 of his 16 points in the second half. Not known as a great three-point shooting team, the Buffaloes took advantage of open opportunities and made 9-16 from beyond the arc on Tuesday. UConn, 4-2, will meet Dayton, which lost to Iowa State later Tuesday, at midnight Eastern Time on Wednesday. Making his first start of the season in place of Aiden Mahaney, Diarra got the game going with an alley-oop to Johnson, a shot the Huskies have struggled to get through their first 5 games. The veteran point guard was active on both ends, but picked up 2 fouls in the game's first 4 minutes and sat for the remainder of the half. McNeely, who started slow but sparked the late comeback to force overtime against Memphis on Monday, started 3 for 3 from the field with a pair of 3-pointers, and drew a charge as UConn built its lead to as many as 11 in the first half. He finished with a career-high 20 points. With Diarra, Alex Caraban, and Reed on the bench, each with 2 early fouls, Hurley sent in true freshman Ahmad Nowell, who didn't play at all in Monday's overtime loss. Boos rained down from the UConn fan section after a blocking foul called on McNeely, UConn's ninth team foul of the game. Minutes later, the cheers were just as loud as Nowell found McNeely for another three, then Jaden Stewart for a long two to grow the lead to 9. Nowell had a team-best 4 assists in the first half.